Okay, this is Matt coming to you up close and personal. That's me, Matt Criscuolo. I developed a new medium. I'm the first to do it. I'm very proud of it because I believe that these reaction videos, they're so interesting. It's so fun I watch them myself, and it's always exciting to watch someone else react to a song that they never heard before. And that's what's going to happen over here. Actually, what I've created is a chain reaction, which is I'm going to react to another person reacting to DIMASH singing SOS. And in this case, there's two people that are watching and reacting to DIMASH. So I'm going to check them out. I'll make some comments on what they have to say, and maybe even also on the song itself. Now, I did already react to SOS. So if you want to see that blew me away. That's actually probably the second song that I ever heard DIMASH do. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing because obviously he's just a mega talent. So let's get right to this, shall we? And let's see what my mom listens to DIMASH for the first time doing SOS. Okay, let's do it.
Hey, what up, you guys? It is your boy Terrien, and welcome back to this brand new reaction video. So today we're gonna do it again. We're gonna let my mom react to an artist that I've been reacted to for a long time. This one is called DIMASH. Everybody knows his most popular song, SOS d'une terrien, détresse. You know what that means, maybe, because he speaks French in here, and my mom is studying French, right?
Let's see, dans terrien, en détresse. Okay, terrien is like terrain.
Yeah.
In distress. So it's very actually similar. There are a lot of French words in English.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But like I said, this one is in French, maybe has the translation, but otherwise, since you've been studying it so much, you probably will recognize the text.
En détresse. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. So I know it's a little bit later, it's because my mom had to take a shower and then we had to go grocery shopping, but that's totally fine. This video, of course, I've reacted to this one before, has 17 million views. It's actually what boosted up DIMASH's fame. It's published on the 31st of January 2017 by the channel No Limit Ltd, who has 27.7 thousand subscribers. This video alone has 258,000 likes compared to 4.4 thousand dislikes. Now, the weather is beautiful. I got myself some water. If you haven't followed me on my Instagram yet, you can do that. The link is on my banner. It's called _, and you can also fill in your applications for songs that you want me to react to on there, besides the comments in my DMs. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna let my mom react to DIMASH for the first time. She has no idea what she's about to expect. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready when you're ready.
I guess I'm ready.
Alright.
Okay.
What do you think of it?
I'm shocked. I'm impressed. I mean, it's
a guy.
Oh, wow. I mean, his voice, like it's velvet when he starts off with, just high and light, and then...
Yeah, he has total voice control.
Just complete voice control and beautiful, like it's floating.
Exactly.
And then he just goes down to a sort of like a baritone.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
And then now he sort of went to his voice. I guess that's his voice, and then he puts more power into it. So he goes from light and high to light and lower tone range. And then, yeah, he's just going everywhere, but in complete control and with emotion.
Yeah.
Which is... it's really difficult to...
The fact that his vocal range is so diverse that he can go from baritone to all the way up high.
Yeah.
And he isn't even French.
No, his French is good. His French is definitely he's had a good teacher, or he taught himself. He speaks more languages or not?
Yeah, his teacher is Igor Krutoy. That's his name. Mm-hmm. It's a guy. Don't flag me for this, but I think he kind of looks like Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
But yeah, that's his music teacher, and he's from Kazakhstan. But he speaks like 12 languages, something like that.
Oh,
Don't quite know, but he's a total polyglot.
Wow.
So the fact that he's not even French, he's just incredibly disciplined, studies hours upon hours in studying languages
You have
and
to.
listening.
You have to. I mean, obviously the guy is amazingly talented, but you have to put hours, and you have to be careful, of course, because your vocal cords. You have to. You can't go overboard. Otherwise, you'll have problems with your cords.
True. All right,
But he's got some class.
Wow, the mom, they're both great, but the mom is very knowledgeable about that. She's actually pointed something out that's sometimes I forget. I did do some voice study, and as a musician myself, I played the saxophone. I understand certain things about music and the voice and stuff like that, but I hadn't thought about that recently. And she's absolutely right. You do have to work really hard as a musician and as a singer and spend hours and hours a day to get to that level that DIMASH is at. But you also don't want to go overboard and damage. You could literally permanently damage your vocal cords, and that would be devastating. That would not be good.
He's got some. Look at his face. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a freak show.
Come on, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. That not even a woman can do this.
Exactly.
How can he reach such high notes?
I'm surprised that no glass.
Wow. I'm just so flabbergasted here. Amazing.
I'm just surprised that no glass has been broken yet.
Yeah, he's that pitch. Let me tell you, that's a very high pitch there.
Honestly, my favorite performance of DIMASH of all time. He has a lot of great songs. 3 years ago, or almost 4 years ago. Right now he's 27, so when he was doing this, he was 23 or 24.
Right.
He does not take drugs. A lot of times, because he needs to have a vocal range, and it doesn't come from nowhere. So he trains his lungs by swimming underwater or something and holding his breath.
Okay, Frank Sinatra also did that.
Yeah?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra also did something with holding his breath so he could have complete control over his voice. So it all sounded like it flowed, like he wasn't breathing.
Yeah, that's dope.
And this guy, the ability of just having such a vocal range to begin with, which is almost the entire piano. I don't know how many octaves this guy has.
Yeah.
I think he's got at least like 6 octaves.
Yeah.
At least. It's ridiculous. I haven't heard it. For him, he's got to baritone. Bass, then he would have to go even deeper, but I don't think he has to. He's got enough notes to play around with, and he's got all the techniques. His voice flows, and then he does that staccato. He can be really small, and he can just really punch a note and give a huge, enormous sound, to have like those dynamics going throughout the song, but in such a like not a forced way, like really natural.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. Yeah. I think my jaw fell also listening to this guy. This was ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I think people are saying, you know what? I'm not going to become a singer. He just totally took the motivation out of everybody who wants to become. Don't be demotivated. Try. This guy is just an exception of. I don't know what he does, how he trains, but whoever his coach is, or he's his own coach, and he's just
awesome.
He's awesome. I give him a total. I love him.
Nice.
I give him a 10.
Awesome.
At least for this performance, I give him a 10.
Yeah. No.
And
I like this lady. She sounds like she's a musician talking about dynamics and range and all that. She knows what she's talking about. The way she's what she's talking about also is the way he can go onto the whistle voice and go right down to the baritone, and it's very seamless. It's not easy to do. That takes a lot of training, and it's obviously a lot of talent, but a lot of work. And to be able to make those transitions and go from that head voice, the whistle, down to the the chest, and then down to the baritone and all that, and to do it so seamlessly. The guy is he's pretty superhuman, and that's why people sometimes say, and even myself included, where's this guy from? Planet DIMASH. But yeah, she's great, and so's he. I really enjoy these guys. If you get a second, subscribe to their channel. It's called Insanian Reacts, and he's great. These guys are wonderful to listen to. The mother and the son. I hope they do this a lot because they're really good at it, and I enjoy listening to it and watching.
I hope he'll continue to sing for a long time. That he
so
hasn't,
too.
That he won't damage his voice, because I don't get it how he can produce this without damaging something. Of course, you have to open your mouth inside really well, and you have to be relaxed, and he looks relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing. She made me think of Chet Baker, the great jazz trumpeter. Okay, now he, and also Django. If you know Django, he was a guitarist. They had physical limitations as well. Now, Chet Baker was a great trumpet. He was always a great trumpeter, but for most, when he was younger, he was a screamer on the trumpet, and he could play high up on the register and the low and all over the horn. But then he had his teeth knocked out and nerve damage, and he had to relearn how to play, but he couldn't go up in the upper register and play high anymore. So he couldn't really, he wasn't going to try to be something he wasn't. So what he did is he basically made a circle around his limitations, and he, had a niche, and he niched down, and he basically dominated in the lower range of the trumpet, and became, actually, after he had that accident, he actually became known for being that trumpeter that could play in the lower register so well. You know what I mean? So yeah, you don't want to damage your vocal cords or have have issues like that. But at the end of the day, we're pretty adaptable. We don't want that to happen to DIMASH, but if it did, we are adaptable, and we can niche down, and we can make do with what we have, because at the end of the day, unlike DIMASH, most of us have limitations, and we have to capitalize on our fortes and overlook the limitations. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for now with these guys. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. So if you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hey, check out the description below if you think you can be supportive in any way. That would be nice as well. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, and you take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it twice.